This is the Rolling with Tay podcast. I'm your host, Tasia, aka Tay, and this is a Tay Short, episode 32, and it is our DEKA Strong recap. I have my cousin, Courtney, that I talked into doing this with me. Thank you again. Thank you again for just going along with all my crazy ideas. So first off, how are you feeling?
Like I've been hit by a bus. I feel terrible, but it's all right. It's a part of fitness period. Like when you push your body to do things that it doesn't usually do. And for me, being 100% honest, I didn't prepare anywhere close like I should have probably prepared for this. Um, but you know better than you do better. So with that, my body is really I'm just really sore, pretty much all over from my legs all the way up to my arms to a little bit in my back, uh, probably because of the air bike. So a little bit, yeah. But other than that, yeah, just sore. I mean, it's not anything I haven't felt before from like stopping working out for a little while, then starting back or something like that. It's the same kind of like pain. So, you just make sure you recover properly. So I've been, drinking my protein, went to the gym this morning. I stretched, I went in the sauna, just things to kind of help my body recover from the event. How do you
Like,
feel?
like, I feel okay. Like I feel a little sore in my arms, my shoulders. Not too much soreness in my legs. I did go for my 1 mile run this morning, and I did a little stretching. And like yourself, I did not prepare for this as I should have. I know that for a fact. Um, yeah. Um, Maybe like a week before, it was kind of like, hey, I'm just gonna go in there, give it the old college try. I'm so thankful I was able to train with you at your gym because I got a chance to. We did the whole like circuit,
Right.
pretty much with, just about the same weight and the similar equipment. So it was like really beneficial. And I did some training at home with some dumbbells and did squats and lunges with the weights that I had at home. But I think I really should have trained more. And this was like 6 weeks out, right? I came to you like, hey, let's do this thing. And I don't know what you were saying to yourself besides Tasia's crazy, but I was like, hey, let's do this thing. And when you said yes, I was like, okay, okay, we're really doing this. I have somebody to actually help me, and like suffer with me. 'Cause it's gonna suffer. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you're not. I am.
You listen. Yes, yes, yes.
You do like much more cardiovascular activities. So a lot of this for me, my heart rate was so high during the entire competition that I literally, when I was done, I was really ready to fall out because I'm like, I don't train my cardiovascular system nearly as much as I probably should. I'm just, I like lifting weights and, that's my thing. So this was a little mix of both with the lunges and stuff and the burpees were weighted and stuff like that. But, just the nonstop of everything and like my heart rate just like going up, up, up and never really having a chance to come down. Whereas though, like when you skate, like when you bike, like you're kind of keeping your you're teaching your cardiovascular system a lot more than, the cardio that I would do, which would be like my treadmill
Hmm.
or, elliptical or the rower, once in a while for warm ups and then my like cardio to after my workout, which is like my real cardio session. But it's not, it doesn't really get you prepared for something like that.
Yeah. And until you said it, until we had a conversation, you were like, this is harder than say a high rocks, right? You or in the grand scheme of, at least with high rocks, you can recover on that run. Or even if we did a DEKA fit or mile where there's running involved, and I believe, you can kind of recover. But this, you go bang, 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 bang.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get it. I'm like, well, I think this is easy. Well, because I didn't want to run. I'm going to be honest. I was like, oh, there's no running? Sign me up
Right.
to it. Sign me up to it. I didn't understand that. I'm like, I think this would be easier. And a friend said the same thing.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I think this would be harder. And I'm like, really? I just didn't want to. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to run.
No, I understand. I'm not with the running either, but I could, with the high rocks, and it all depends on what, like I said, I'm someone who, if we're gonna do it, I just want to make sure I finish it, right? The first time that I do something, I will compete, but like, I need to make sure I do it strategically enough to finish what I'm trying to do, right? The
Mm-hmm.
end all be all goal is to finish. I wouldn't want to
Right.
start something and then be like, oh my goodness, like I can't finish it. After I trained for this or trained a certain amount of time, I want to be able to finish what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, the high rocks, yeah, I might not be sprinting those running things. I might just be jogging to bring my heart rate down a little bit before I have to get into the next station. And not jogging like, barely moving my feet, but it gives my body a little bit of time to drop my heart rate from 190 to maybe 150 in between that time, because you can progressively get faster as you're, doing the runs. But when you're coming off the actual training, the functional training station, when you come out the station, you can at least say, okay, I'm gonna take it a little bit slow right now, get myself, get my breath under control and everything, and then I can get a little faster and I feel better, and then I can get into the next station. But it gives you a little bit of room to breathe. Just compared to this, it was just boom, 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 boom. And
Yeah.
I get
Back
that
to
this,
back.
even the cardio stations were split a little bit, because it was like, okay, we did the lunges, then we did the rower, then we did, no, the box. Going from the rower to the box was a bit extreme. But after that, we were able to like lay down and do the sit ups. So that kind of took away a little bit before you got on the ski. And then the same thing with the when we did the
Farmers carry.
farmers carries, yeah. That kind of like, okay. But coming off the ski, my arm is like holding holding the 40s. I'm like, what is happening?
Yes.
But yeah.
Okay. So, what was the what did you feel was the easiest parts for you?
My easiest parts were the for sure the lunges. The lunges were easy. The rower was easy. I actually did better on the ski than I thought I would. But I also like made an attempt, like I made more attempts to practice the ski. And like even closer to the event, I was like, no, let me just make sure I practice the ski a little bit more. So the sit-ups were easy, were easy. Those were easy. I was tired, but those were easy for me. And actually the sled push pull wasn't bad. I didn't know the weight of it. So, pushing it just because I was extremely tired. But if I wasn't like probably so winded, like I said, if I had planned a little better, um, for it, or I should say prepared better for it, um, that I could have probably gotten through that a little bit quicker too. But overall, those would be my that was my top easy. Those are like the easiest stations for me.
Yeah. I would say the same. The lunges, I was fresh, got them
Yeah.
done. The rower, great. That was great. I would say the sled pull and push, that was easier than I expected because we didn't know what to really expect with that.
Right.
Um,
I felt like the
and
one at the gym that we practiced with was heavier than the one that we pushed.
right, it was. And I would say the box jumps. If I practiced more, I would have had a like a better plan for them. Like we know to stay low, and I think I was too high, you know, and I guess I was worried about like falling because if I fell, it was over.
I
I'm
know.
done.
Then I almost did twice, and because I was looking back at the video, and I'm like, the box is also rectangular,
Right,
not square. So when we were practicing, we were on a bigger square box, so it was much more room for my feet to go, side to side, and I was just like, yeah, this is not it. I could barely forget about being high or low. I was like, am I going to get both feet off? Like, what's happening right now? Like, I was like tripped up on two of them, two times I went over. I'm like, no, this is not it. Like, but like I said, if I was to do this again, I would definitely probably do it the same place because I know what equipment is used and I know what the court what is how it's structured, how it looks. So it's just easier to go through that again to already know than to be hit with different equipment or different type of, setups and stuff like that.
right, right. So, what was the hardest parts for you?
The hardest part for me was the burpees. I am not a burpee person. I don't do any body weight burpees. I don't train my clients with burpees. I don't like burpees. I That's just not a thing for me. Um And for that reason, since I don't even remember the last time I've ever done one besides trying to train for this, makes it even tougher. And no, people, they were not body weight burpees. Okay. Because I was explaining to my friend yesterday and she was like, you took how long to do burpees? I'm like, you are holding 22 pounds while doing these burpees. She's like, oh, okay, different story. I'm like, yeah.
And after doing 9 stations, this is
Yeah,
the
so it's the
last one.
last station, and that's like absolutely insane also. That is the last station. That going backwards, rating them worst to the worst to it was worse. I mean, it couldn't get any worse. We're getting into the air bike, which is why does that machine even exist? But anyway, that's probably why my arm and like this like lat part of my back is so messed like not messed up but so sore because of that bike. And that bike, because I'm being transparent this whole time, that bike took me 5 minutes. I was on a bike for 5 minutes. I was probably at the burpee station for 5 minutes too because I could not, I was couldn't breathe. It was just too much. And then like the box that like I said, the box ones, it was just weird because the box was so narrow compared to what we practiced on. So
Hmm.
it like gives it a little different feel when you're trying to go ahead to do this. I wouldn't say it was like the worst. I just think that like I wasn't really prepared for it to be that small of a like
Hmm.
space to be able to have to step up and step down. Um, because in some of the videos I watched, they had regular boxes like the gym, like big boxes. So I'm like, okay. And then because like I said, I was gonna go side by side off the side of the box, not off the middle. But I couldn't. The box was too small for that. But yeah, the worst were the burpees and the air bike by far.
Those are mine
And then
as
the
well.
farmer carries were in there too, because my
Yeah.
wrist kept getting really, really tight after like the first three. And I had to like take a small rest because my wrists were tightening up so much. Um, but the reset was good. So but that wasn't the worst. The burpees were an extreme sport yesterday.
Yes, the same. The burpees, the air bike, farmer's carry. I probably would have done better at the farmer's carry if I would have practiced with that
With
weight.
dumbbells. Also with
Yeah,
dumbbells, because we had the dumbbells, but we practiced with kettlebells.
with kettlebells.
Well, practice with 44-pound kettlebells. I
But
just didn't know the length of how long we were trying to figure that out at the gym too. Because you have to go back and forth and back and forth. And that's why I'm like, oh, I'm surprised because I made it through three of the farmer's carries fine. But then my wrist was like, okay,
you need to sit them down.
you need to take a seat real quick and reset yourself and go again.
Yeah. But I think if I would have practiced more with them to like comfortable, because
Yeah,
I honestly, I've only come out to your gym, what, twice? Maybe 3 times? Twice, I think.
twice, I think. Twice.
So that was it. And
Right.
I didn't really practice with those weights. I practiced with weights under that. So,
Right.
but that was pretty bad. I had to set mine down as well. And I
Really?
was
I didn't
just
even
like,
see. After a
I
while, I was like, I can't even watch no more. I'm up there
listen.
yelling. I'm like, I barely got breath to even breathe.
You were encouraging me like, come on, and I couldn't even.
She was just
Nothing was
looking
coming
at me.
out. I couldn't. I was like, nothing could come out. Nothing could, because I was just like, I can't say anything. I cannot. I'm like, how is she doing this? I was just, I was just looking at people like smiling. I was just like, I can't. I was smiling to not cry.
Like, that's what my dad said. My dad said, I thought you was down there crying at one point. I was like, I
Me
was sweating,
too.
sweating so bad. The salt was going in my eyes. So my eye was like, I was like just trying to, where's my shirt? So I could just like clean the, the salt going in my eye. It was and so crazy.
Thought you was crying. I got emotional. I was about to start crying. Like, damn, she over here.
Meanwhile, it's just the salt in my eye. It's burning. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
My dad asked the same thing. He was like, how because it was probably like my face because I'm hurting so bad. But then the salt is just running down my eyes, and I'm just like, my eyes are burning. Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
That was so crazy. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my god. Yeah, that was, you know, I had never done anything like that. Like you said earlier,
No.
I'm cardio, right? Give me a bike, some skates, even
Skates,
running,
run, right?
right? This was the challenge for me. Like this was it. Like, all right, weights and some cardio mixed in. It was just like, ooh, okay. What is this? um yeah, wow. But okay, after all that, and you had some time to like rest and recover. You're still recovering.
Right.
Um, would you do it again?
Yeah, because if it was hard, but it's not like undoable if you actually train for it. So like I like, I have a lot of jobs, I got a lot of things that I'm doing. So this actually slipped my mind. And one day I opened my planner and I'm like, holy smokes, I have to do this thing in like 3 weeks, maybe a month. And I was like, "Oh, I haven't really trained for that. Like I had my schedule for training had been all over the place. I had started getting back into some type of routine, like more consistent routine. And then I'm like, oh, I got to drop that again now and train for this. So it was really bad because I really did forget. And I was like, oh, snap, I really have to like do this. So then when you were like, oh, you'll come to the gym a couple times, I'm like, all right, perfect. When we ran through it the first time, I said, dang, I might not make it through the whole thing. Cause I was like, if this is it, I'm done now. But, now seeing how like how it is, and it's not a long thing. Like you can get it done in a certain amount of time. So um knowing that for me, I would like to improve my time, but I know what to expect now and how to train. I need to train with my heart rate being higher at a steady pace, at a steady rate, and staying high at that entire time, for a certain amount of time to be able to say like, all right, I'm ready. So I think it's just I want to do it again because now I'd actually want to do it and see where my actual time would be. I have like a baseline now, more so, kinda, because I got water. I was and just like I said, practicing and improving on the stations that I knew took more time, right? So if I know the air bike and I know the burpees, those would be the ones that I would want to continue to work on and work through to then, um, you know, that I feel like I'd be in a better position because then I would, like I said, train my body to do that. And then I probably wouldn't even feel like I do now. I'd be like, oh, okay. Might be a little sore, but nothing intense like I am now. So yeah, I would do another one. I just, I'd probably want to train at least 2 months before I do it.
Right.
To make sure that
No,
I'm in
I
the
agree.
proper shape overall. But yeah, I mean, after that, would I do it again? I mean, we'll see. It's not bad, and they have a bunch of different ones. So, I might be up to trying another kind that they have, because that's the cool thing with the metal, right? That
Yeah.
if you do three
You
of
do
their
the
kind of
trifecta.
events, yeah, if you do the trifecta, you can make a whole nother medal. So maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did watch the
Well,
Atlas though. Atlas is pretty intense. Definitely a lot of lifting, but it looks cool. It looks cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Would you do
I
another one?
definitely, yeah. I just like you. I know what to expect. Yeah. Yeah. I know what to expect. I'm going to improve on the stations that, like you said, took the most time. I was having the most difficulty with. I have this game plan now, and definitely would do it again. And I would like to do the other two races, the fit and the mile. So, if possible, it all works out, and they're not like, you know,
Yeah.
super far from each other and I can do
Right.
it. I would really like to do that. And Atlas, maybe, that would be the another challenge because, like you said, that is a lot
It's
of
all
lifting.
weightlifting. The cardio thing I think I saw was jump rope.
Yeah, there you go. I got that
Yeah.
part
So
down.
yeah. Yeah. Right.
I got that
But
part down.
the other thing is though, I'd want to do it again by myself, but because you can do doubles in some of in these events too, I would definitely like to do doubles. Because then you just kind of split everything and then it's just like, all right, you also have like like you set yourself for a time with another person too. So it's like individually this is what I was able to do and then together this is what we were able to do. So I think that that's pretty cool
Hmm. Yeah,
that they allow doubles for it too. So
yeah, yeah. And then you can even ruck. I think I'm saying that right. You can have like a weighted backpack
yeah.
and do that. I don't want to, but
Okay, good, because I'm not doing that. You might be able to
there
pull
is
me into
it.
some things, but not that. That is not happening.
Not that.
That will not be on the list of things that Courtney will be doing with me, Tasia.
Oh, okay.
Mark it down, stamp it,
All
not
right.
happening.
I'll mark, I'll mark it down. So,
Might have
high
to call Dana
rocks.
for that one.
I think Dana will be down. I think
Dana
she'll be
Dana
down.
would definitely be down.
Yeah. Um, high rocks.
Doubles only. I'm
Doubles on.
not
I'm with
doing
it. I'm.
doubles
Listen.
only. I saw some
I
videos
am.
how you pass off the kettlebells, how you pass off the lunge thing. I said, okay, I could do this. I could
Yes.
do this.
Yes. With high rocks, definitely need to train. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
going into nothing like, oh yeah, I'll just college try. No,
No,
I
no.
I will not finish. I have to train.
Yeah, that one
I
we
have
need to
to
come up
train.
with a training plan, and we have to
Right.
train for that one. High rocks
That
for sure.
yeah. Um okay, so we got some things in 2026. Is there anything else that's coming up that you want to do? Any events that you're eyeing for next year?
No, not really. I am part of like a run club in Long Island. It's called the Inside Out Run Club. Shout out to them. They are going to be, will be running at a couple different like 5Ks. A couple of people will be running half marathons and marathons in the groups. Probably hop in a 5K or two with them next year. Not sure when yet, but yeah, I'll do a couple of those and that'll be pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I signed up for a half marathon, so if you want, I can
I
send
will
you the
be there with a
information.
sign. No, I'll be there with a sign. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. All right.
Go
Okay. Okay.
Tay. Yeah. Best cousin ever. Yeah. No. One of my best friends did one this year. And I went to DC with a sign because I will
Nice.
support you, but I'm not running a half marathon. I'm not running a full marathon. I'm not running over 5K. 5K and below, tag me in. Over 5K, absolutely not.
All right. All right. Okay.
That's it.
Listen, I
That's
can
all
use
I
the
got.
support. I can use the support. I am not. Listen, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm just signing up stuff, signing up for stuff, and
Hey, listen, live that adventurous life as you should, and I will support you 100%.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I
I will be
appreciate that.
halfway with you with most of the stuff, but
Okay.
not all. I
Some
can't
stuff
do
here,
all.
like yeah, right. Okay. I feel
Some
you.
stuff is my
That's real.
jam, and some stuff is not happening, like any
Okay.
marathon.
Okay. Anything on a bike?
I've never tried it, but it'd have to be like very mild to start because I need to know, you know, I can make it through something. I might not be making it through like 15, 20-mile bike rides, but maybe 10. You got to start out slow. It's all about progression in life. You can't just jump in and then
That's right.
I fall off the bike because my legs have done. I
You're
won't be
right.
doing that. So,
You're right.
yes. You got me for
Okay.
the
Okay. That's
5K
good.
this year and you got me for a DEKA this year. Twice.
Okay. Great. Yes. All right. So next year, okay, something on a bike, but not that many miles. High rocks, another Deca. Okay. We. Okay. Okay, Courtney. We're gonna do some
Pray for me,
things.
y'all. She coming up with more on the list. I can see it. I can see
Oh gosh. That's all.
it. Just put Courtney's
Yeah.
name right next to this one and this one and this one. I don't know if
Well,
I'm gonna make it,
thank you
guys.
again. Thank you
Yeah, no
again
problem. I mean, it
for
was a good
doing this with
experience for
me.
sure. I mean, you always find
Yeah.
whatever it is, whether it's fitness stuff or even trips like your birthday to Vietnam. People wouldn't think to do that. Like, who's gonna go to Vietnam? Why? That's not even on like a list of things that people probably would be like, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna go to Jamaica, I'm gonna go to Cancun, I'm gonna go, not Vietnam. So you always come up with the cool stuff. So
Yeah, that was a
I
good
try
trip.
to attend where I
And
can.
a hot one. And a hot one. That was a hot trip.
That trip was crazy. I was just looking at a calendar. It's like cold there now.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, wow, it gets cold there. It was like 120 degrees. I thought this is intense. I wish I knew about Stanley Cups back then. That would have been like good. Cause but the water bottle as soon as you walked out of the hotel, it was like hot. Just drinking
It's
hot
yeah.
water, climbing up. What was it? What were we climbing up?
I don't even know.
It
Stairs.
was
I don't
hot.
know. It was hot. And I thank you, Tisha and Lorray, for rocking with me. And it was just at some points where it was just so hot that nobody was even talking. We was just
We
we was just couldn't.
we could function, man. It was so hot. Like that people I was like, that's the hottest place I've ever been in my life. And I thought Trinidad was hot because when that sun get going there, it's hot. But Vietnam had them beat because no way. But keep up the cool stuff to keep up, keep the people informed of all the, great stuff that you're doing. So
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will, and I'll keep everybody updated. And if anybody wants to do something,
yeah,
anything that
let her
I'm
know.
doing,
I'll let you go ahead with her. Be there with a sign.
yo, I did want to shout out the gym that we did the
Yes,
Deca Strong in, which was all day
all
fitness.
day fitness. Yep.
The whole staff was amazing, cheering us on,
Yeah.
made me feel at ease once, even getting in there because I was nervous and didn't know what to expect. And child to them. And I believe it's Dunellen, New Jersey. I don't know if I'm saying that
Yeah.
right.
Danellen. Yeah.
Dunellen. Okay. But all day fitness, shout out to you, the whole staff.
Yeah.
And shout out to Dana for
My girl.
traveling from Miami
To the
to
snow.
New Jersey to do
The
this
fact
DECA.
that it snowed while she was there was even crazier. Cause it's
That's
like
it.
she's coming from this decent weather. My friend I talked to yesterday, she lives in Fort Lauderdale. She outside in a crop top, eating outside, and I'm like, the poor girl is here in the snow. 18, 20 degree, 25 degrees today. I'm like, I can know she's happy
Yeah.
to be going back there. But yeah, man,
Right.
she
Like
she came through. She did the thing. Nice. Go Dana.
that's super dope. And shout out to our parents for, coming to support us, recording,
Yeah. Right.
and just being there. My mom didn't. She had no idea what
What was
I
going
actually
on?
was doing until until I did it. She was like, I thought this was outside or something. What? She was like, what is that? What? She said,
What my
I had
dad
no
kept saying,
idea.
I want to see you compete. I want to see you compete. I feel like he was saying that because when I trained him at the gym, he'd be dying and he wanted to really just see me die on that fitness thing.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that's why he was really there because he was just like, come on, come on. And my mom, she's always been like the coaching type, so she's always like,
Yeah.
she's aware of what's going on. But
Yeah.
but plus my parents was there when we trained at the gym, so they kind of knew what we were kind of going to be going through. But yeah, no, I was, yeah, shout out to them, man. They're with us in the snow, had to drive home. It was
Right.
still snowing and stuff, so you
Right.
know.
Yeah, man. Well, it's Medal Monday as we're recording this. So
What
I've
is
been
this?
wearing my medal.
Oh yeah.
You know, have to rock my medal, and I even have the
Someone was at the
T-shirt
gym
on.
today. I'm about to say somebody was at the gym today with because they do the Spartan also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was at the gym with a Spartan shirt. 'Cause at first I looked at it because it was like gray and red, like the one that we got yesterday, and it said Spartan on it though. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah. Did you go up to him
It's
and
funny because
say, "Oh, I just did a DEKA"?
no, but I did speak to him because he trains. I went to a different gym today, um, than the one I work at.
Oh, okay.
I He happened to be training there today, and he was like, "Oh, looks like we're both not training at East Meadow." And I'm like, "Yeah, I came over here today because I like their sauna better at the other ones."
Oh,
I
nice.
said I wanted to go in the sauna for sure after
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. But yeah. So it was just interesting because I was like, "Oh wow, I would see somebody at 7 in the morning with a." I was looking to see like, did he do a DEKA Strong? But it says Spartan on it, so I was like, oh, okay, same kind of,
Nice.
you know, same people.
Yeah.
So that's why the
You
shirt
say,
looks
yep,
kind of
same
this
company.
close
Yeah.
to the, yeah, as the one we got.
Now that's something I don't know if I'm even ready for
No,
at all,
nope,
or even want to dip
not
my
doing
foot
any
in.
outdoor obstacle course. I will be there with the sign. Absolutely not. But my friend who I called in Florida, she might, because I think she did a Tough Mudder. She did something.
Mm-hmm.
She did one of them outdoor ones, and she likes those. So yeah, if you want to get hooked up with somebody who wants to do that, yep, okay, get you in touch with her.
Okay. If I decide to do it, thank you.
Yeah, I mean she's done one, so I don't know exactly which one, but she could also tell you how
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. For now, I'm fine. I don't want. I'm gonna just stick to this. Stick to the things I'm doing right now. Maybe down the line, I'll dip my foot in. Cause I said, oh, I'm not running, and look, I'm signed up for a
You
half
running?
marathon. So you never know with me. But as of right now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not stepping into that side
Okay,
as of
I'm
yet.
telling you right now and forever, no, I'm not stepping into nothing. Okay, that is that. That's another one on the same list with the marathons. No, nope. But we'll always, I'll come with the sign. I'll have your face on there, whatever you want. I'll be there to cheer you on.
Thank you.
But yeah, I won't be able to partake in those.
So before we end this episode, any final words for someone thinking about doing a DEKA Strong? Any advice that you would give them?
I would just say make sure you train appropriately. Maybe run through the DECA or try to run through the DECA once and see where your weakest points are and then work on those. Come back and do it again before like the event, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks out. See where you kind of stand with everything. And just I would just say, train, create yourself some type of training plan and stick to it. And I think that's it. That's the best you can do is be prepared. And I mean, going on to DEKA or looking up like DEKA Strong, you'll find some things, some tips and some tricks that I was finding after the fact. But, you know, that people that do this are telling you and they have had good success. So also I'd say research it a little bit and see where there are little tweaks that you can make to make this race or this competition, you know, better for you.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Definitely using the equipment helped a lot, and just do it.
Yeah,
Just if you're even thinking about it, just I would say just do it, because you never know until you do it, until you try.
that's right.
And even if you fail or you suck at it or whatever that is to you, um you come back and do it again. Now you know what this really
Yep.
entails. So, you know, like we both said, we don't think we prepared enough. And with that said, we still did it because we felt good enough to do it, right? And we
Right.
felt like, okay, we're going to do this thing. So I say to anybody that's thinking about signing up, like Courtney said, do your research. It is great to be able to run through the circuit, with the equipment. But even if you just have some like weights at home, do something. Do something.
Do something.
um, do something, and maybe something that you could substitute if you don't have access to the equipment, or a gym that
Hmm.
has the equipment. Maybe
Yep.
even sign up for a gym that has classes like All Day Fitness. They do like simulations
Yep.
of high rocks
High
and
Rocks
DECA.
and DECA.
So, yes,
Hmm.
sign up
Yeah, I
for a
think
gym, take some
F45 and
classes.
those are all over the place.
Yeah,
They do High
yeah,
Rocks kind of training and stuff like that. So I'm sure that if you asked about, and I'm sure they have the equipment, so you can do that. Because I like so I was saying same thing with I was seeing a lot of High Rock stuff on my Instagram. And the girl was like, if you don't have the sled, then do these. And they were with kettlebells or dumbbells, I think. But she gave like, if you don't, then do this. This will
right,
help in
right,
that. Because even like I didn't always have the ski, but I knew that the ski was really affecting my triceps. So when I even just had dumbbells, I would do like tricep extensions just to keep working my triceps to get them used to being, worked. So that once I went and did everything, I wouldn't be, tightening up or anything. And I made it through fine. It's just about, just
right.
continuing to work what you can where you can. And like you said, because like I have access to a gym all the time because I work at a gym. And I have, I think, everything that we needed.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had the
we
sled,
did.
we had the boxes, we had the medicine balls. Oh, the med balls. Those are pretty easy too. Those weren't too bad. I forgot about that station, med ball station.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
that
yeah, I
that
mean, we
that
have it,
wasn't bad.
the air bike, the rowers, the ski machine. So it was a little bit easier for me. I just, like I said, I totally forgot about it. And I was like, what is this thing I gotta do on my? I was like, oh, snap. It was crazy. It was crazy. But also, we did it both under half an hour, which was good. Because we were told, like, most people were like, yeah, you want, if you do under half an hour, that's pretty good. So we did that. And yeah, like Tay said, just go out there and do stuff sometimes. Stop being so scared or whatever. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but
Yes,
it's gonna hurt, but you do it for half an hour or under that, and after that you recover and you're just like, I did that. And then just one more thing to check off your things I wanted to do list. So make that
that's right.
list and stick to it.
That's right. That's right. And I'm making my list now for 2026, and
Hmm.
Courtney is a part of the list. She's some things like, do with Courtney, do with Courtney. Ask Courtney if she would think about doing this. Courtney's not gonna do it. Ask Dana if
Dana,
she would do this.
that's hilarious.
Oh gosh. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again for doing this DEKA Strong with me, and for doing this recap with me. And hopefully we'll have more of these.
Yeah, we will. The doubles high rocks is something. We just gotta figure out which one we want to do because I feel like I was seeing the list of things, and a lot of them were within the next 3 or 4 months. So we need to figure out what we're gonna do and get a training plan together for that one. And we'll go from there. But yeah, all
We
right.
got this. All right. Well,
All
this has
right.
been a Taste Short. Thank you for listening, watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've done a DEKA Strong, DEKA Fit, DEKA Mile, DEKA Atlas, let us know in the comments. And if you're thinking about it, let us know in the comments. And we will be back in a few months for High Rocks recap, maybe?
Maybe
All right.
might be another DECA recap before that one.
It might be another deck. Listen, I'm
Recap.
good with that. I'm good with that. All right. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace and love.